Hola, hola, hola.
What's happening, everybody? Hope you're having a great night.
Craigers. I was just thinking about you, Craigers, because I pulled up some Hershey.
Welcome to The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. You still haven't gone through your full bag, the full first bag.
First full bag.
Of
I haven't.
Hershey Kisses.
I'm working on it. So I ate 3 a show.
I'm working on it too.
Stupid.
Nom.
Stupid.
It's all good. You guys are having a great
why
night.
you wearing my hat, dude?
Because I was like, the
love
weirdest
that
fucking thing has happened to me lately. All right. So I cut my hair, 3 days ago? I think I'm going through a growth spurt. My hair keeps growing back.
Just not all of it.
Like super fast.
It's not long. You just, for some reason, you're obsessing about your hair. It's not long.
You sure?
Yes.
I don't know. I think it is.
It's not.
What are you going to do?
I was about to say, did we
Lloyd,
press
what's
the Espanol
happening?
button?
Hope you're having a good night. I didn't see you on there until just now, buddy.
Espanol.
What's going on, Lloyd?
Hi, Lloyd.
Loiters.
I didn't see Lloyd on there either. He snuck in.
You snuck in.
Snuck it
Alex
in.
is
Snuck it
on.
in.
Cheers, you guys.
Hello, Alex. All the gents. All the fine gents are on with us.
The ladies
this evening.
usually come in a little bit later. You know, they do
They make their
their
grand entrance.
grand entrance. Yeah. They get dolled up or not.
I mean,
They could be in their PJs. I don't give a shit.
I'd be in my PJs.
I would too. So I hope you guys are having a great night. Oh, by the way, we got to wait for a moment. And I'll announce this here.
no,
give me 1 second. I just got to make a note of it. There we go. All right. I just had to write that down. It took me a second. Hey, this show is brought to you by Castroglide, the only lubricant you should use. Castroglide. Thank you to Nico for creating Castroglide.
Taste the churro before you take the churro.
Taste the churro before you take the churro. I should have had the graphic up, but I don't have it up right now because I fucking forgot.
You suck.
Well, you know what? Priorities, getting things organized, getting things done, do what you need to do. It's all good. So go check us out on all the places, right? You know where to check us out. iTunes,
Ruben
Spotify.
said the girls don't come on. The bar is open without
battery help.
With our battery help. Oh, I think he meant without battery help.
They don't come like C.
But he spelled it C-O-M-E.
I know. I don't think he knows how to spell though.
You know, it's funny because they spell it that way in my book sometimes.
Do
Only
they really?
like every one author off spells it with a U.
I think the U one is very much a porn version,
Yeah.
right? I mean, if you have an editor, you're like, you can't write that.
Well, what's the difference? The act is the act, regardless of how you spell it.
Right? Exactly. Hey, it's King Charles. I was going to say Prince Charles. King Charles.
Alex bought a 50-gallon drum of the Castroglide, he said.
God damn right. That's the only way to go. Buy it in 50. I'm just going to buy it. Basically, I'm just going to make. All right. So I grew up at the beach in New Hampshire.
Right.
And this could actually be a thing, Alex. We just need to go in on this.
DJ, welcome. Happy Friday.
DJ, what's happening? So on fried dough, you use like this liquid butter shit. So
Put it on
like
with a brush or something?
New Hampshire beach life. I worked at this place called what the fuck was it called? Blink's fried dough. Thank you.
Why do I know this and you don't?
It's like a long strip of fried dough, kind of like if you've had like Indian fry bread or something like that, right?
Right.
Something or
What do
they do at the where they
funnel cake?
Funnel cake. Thank you. Damn, you're just filling in all the blanks.
Man,
we're firing on all cylinders.
You got
here.
some blanks kicking.
Yep. So there they do.
A new polo?
No, this is one of my. I got this in Vegas.
Have I ever?
We'll get into this in a minute. But they drench it in liquid butter.
Okay.
And then they put cinnamon and sugar, which is basically a churro.
Right. Or a cinnamon roll, because that's cinnamon.
Or a cinnamon roll.
Right.
Right. But if you mixed all that together and you package it into 50-gallon barrels, could you sell that as a sex?
No, you can't put butter in for JJ.
You sure?
Yes.
I don't know if that's true.
That is very true. There are only select things that can go up in something.
I don't believe you.
Well, you don't have to believe me because you don't have a vagina, so it's all
50 gallons of butter, cinnamon, and sugar.
Ass eating season is approaching. Not if it doesn't cool off, Lloyd. Good gravy.
50 gallons of that? Like, how long does that last you? Probably like a couple months. Says,
I was meaning appearing on the show, but you guys have dirty minds. Yes, we do.
What?
Ruben said he was meant appearing, not. I do. We do have dirty minds.
This is none of our idea. We didn't come up with this idea.
The conversation about the girls don't come on the show without our help.
No, same thing.
But
Somebody text the ladies and make sure they get in here.
maybe a weekend.
Like a weekend to use
a season
a 50-gallon vat.
When did you need a season to participate? Maybe a weekend, Lloyd said.
Yeah, but I think he's talking about
Yeah.
like a 50-gallon drum to use that whole vat.
On a weekend.
That would be a spicy weekend.
It'd be,
Don't you think?
Yeah. Very spicy and exhausting.
What if you mixed it coconut oil? Because you can do that, right?
Yeah.
Presumably.
Yes.
With cinnamon and sugar.
Yes. I still don't think you can stick cinnamon and sugar in your hole.
I don't know the rules.
I wonder if cinnamon would, I feel like it would be too strong.
Is that spicy? Like it gets too spicy?
Like, I mean, I don't,
I think it might get too spicy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like cayenne.
Well, hold on. So cheers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you were going to call somebody.
No.
Like call a friend, dial a friend.
Call a friend.
Yeah. Like we
Cheers.
could put them on. Do you know a doctor, a vag doctor
No.
that we could get on the show real quick and like confirm or deny?
That's good.
Tastes good.
Mhm.
I put extra lime in that thing. Beth's drinking the old Tito's and tonic tonight
With some lime
with some limeys.
in honor of.
It's very sad. We're coming up. We're on a very
I
sad.
should have worn black as well, but
How many days?
10.
We've got to mourn for 10 days.
They have a. Are we talking about this now?
A mourning period.
I think I just got
Do you eat a dog
lemon.
hair?
No, lemon, like a seed or something.
What was that?
Well,
Coconut butter? But so I think it comes down
coconut butter
to
is different.
is the cinnamon and sugar.
It's the cinnamon sugar. It's
Do you
coconut butter
get
is
like an
different
instant
than.
yeast infection from cinnamon and
You
sugar?
probably
or
get something.
Something. I don't know the rules. I'm just thinking. Thinking out loud, you
So-
guys.
Queen Elizabeth has passed away.
Yes.
96 years old.
Yeah, she was gonna die at
Holy
some
moly.
point. Anyway, don't care.
She was the longest reigning monarch for 70 years.
Well, we're gonna get into. I've got.
Oh, well, you brought her up. I thought
Today
we
in
were
history.
going. No, okay.
You
I
want
got
me to go
no.
today in history?
I'm doing a part on
I
her.
got some fucking weird ones on.
It's okay. So it's a 10-day period of mourning.
Okay.
It started off with them putting her in, let's see, hold on. So the prime minister, a bunch of people have been talking, people have been signing books.
We
her
don't
reign
know.
spanned-
Craig asked, "Who came up with the 10 days of mourning?"
I think it's a tradition thing.
it's because no monarchs died in fucking 70.
Apparently this has been
Years.
in the works for 70 years. So like
Well, I
they've
think
been,
they were actually been planning on her dying for like 30 years now.
so her reign spanned 15 prime ministers. How long is a prime minister in office?
No, they just get voted in. Like
Voted
some of
in or
them just,
voted out?
like, some of them are like,
Is
"I'm
it
done with this."
annually?
Well, it's kind of
Or
like
do they just
president.
kick him
Kinda
out
like a
and
president. Nah, it's kind of like a president.
then okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Winston Churchill, born in 1874, including Miss Truss, born in 101.
Dude,
I don't
she's
know.
been through like 8 wars.
Yeah.
You want me to go?
Sure.
I'll pull up the facts on her real quick. Give me 1 second, because I was kind of thinking about doing that in a bit, but you know what I mean.
Mhm.
18 record-breaking, controversial, and weird facts about the Queen.
Dun, dun,
Da, da, da. So we're gonna do today in
And then I'll
history
tell what
or
the 10
weird-
days
yeah.
are.
All right. So first one, Elizabeth was queen for 70 years and 214 days. It's jumped, making her the longest reigning British monarch and the second longest reigning monarch of all time. Cool. At the time of her death, at least 9 out of every 10 living human beings have ever known a British monarch other than.
I've never known
Elizabeth.
anybody else.
Nope, I never have. Well, we're
Young.
young.
Yeah.
Yeah, compared to her. 3, she was queen for almost 30% of the U.S. history.
Wow.
Think about that.
That's huge.
Right. 4,
He's seen some shit. Talk about like going from like candles.
She was, so I think it was
Candles
like
for lighting to
25
electricity.
years old. I think it was like.
I don't think she was around that far along, but
But,
I
like,
mean,
she
it's
was, like,
kind of like that
25,
though with all
yeah.
the technology that's come in wars, technology,
Her rule
TVs.
spanned 15 British prime ministers. You mentioned that. The Queen ruled for so long that she made her eldest son, Charles, the longest serving and apparent longest serving heir apparent in British history at 73 years old.
Yeah.
During her reign, Queen traveled over 1 million miles, the equivalent of 40 journeys around the earth.
Wow.
7, the Queen's wealth is tricky. This is an interesting one. So you never know how rich.
They're not super rich, are they?
Oh, they're rich.
I didn't think they made that much money.
No, they don't.
I guess
make
it's
money.
everything else that they make
People
money
pay
off of.
taxes to these fucking people, to the monarchy. Like even today,
Even though they don't have rule.
even today, they pay taxes. The Queen's wealth is tricky to
England
calculate.
does love them though, so they don't mind.
Forbes recently estimated the value of the royal family's holdings at $28 billion. Although the New York Times points out not all of that belongs to the Windsors personally. Profit generated by the 16.5 billion crown estate portfolio of real estate holdings. So you got to keep in mind, like the buildings they own, they may be falling apart. They may be dilapidated.
Not all, not most of them. I'm pretty sure they keep them up pretty well.
Nonetheless, I've got the Airbnb for her too. You can go stay at her fucking place.
You can?
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder how much it is a night.
Probably a lot.
$1 million.
So, 8. The crown jewels include the largest diamond ever found in Cullinan, which weighed at 3,106 carats.
What? The jewel?
The largest diamond ever
Is that
found.
the one in the museum?
3,100 carats, right? So
That's $1 trillion.
before it was cut into 9 separate diamonds, the largest of those gems is set inside the sovereign scepter with cross,
They're in the museum.
which is used at coronations and other important events. The royal family says the Cullinan was presented as a gift from the British colony of Transvaal Republic in 1907.
I think I saw
But
those in
South
12th grade.
African township leader claimed it was stolen. Dun,
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 dun.
dun.
I need to create a dun, dun,
Thievery.
dun.
Sound effect.
Sound effect. The Queen's coronation in June 1953, this is how long she's been around, 1953, was the first major royal event to be fully broadcast on TV. That's interesting. 10, at age 19, Elizabeth was the first female British royal to serve as an active duty military member. So there are some pretty cool pictures of her like shooting like a fully automatic gun in like just like 50s garb, 60s garb, like just dress, right? Pretty hilarious. 11, the Queen visited about 100 countries. The 12, the Queen also secretly vetted over 1,000 pieces of legislation, which normally they aren't a part of,
Right.
right? Especially once they had Parliament and all that. 13, the Queen famously loved corgi dogs. I think a lot of
Yes.
people knew that. And now they're saying the Prince Charles is going to be the new dog everybody's going to go after.
Queensland, the Queen's Charles.
No, the Prince Charles. It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
It's like
Mike
our
and
buddy
Katie's.
Mike and Katie's. Yeah. So 14, the Queen had a close relationship with the British Jewish community.
How many are there of these?
We're almost done.
Okay.
And 15, the Queen stood scrupulously apart from British government affairs, but she wasn't above making a subtle political point.
Lloyd said, I bet her gynecologist is celebrating this day. I don't even know if you go to the gynecologist.
No, you
after,
don't.
like,
You just
80,
give that shit up at certain points. Just
80,
like
85. You're like, man.
it's like going and getting like okay,
prostate checks.
like I've
after
already
75.
had 2 colonoscopies. At about like 75, you're like, meh, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like at a
Yes.
certain point, you're like,
Hey, Davey, you've not missed much. We've been talking
if it's
about
gonna take
the
it out,
Queen's
it's gonna
passing.
take me out. Don't really.
So
care.
let me tell you, it is 10 days.
Go out, smash that like button, share
So
the show if you don't mind.
This period and the program
Her
is
period,
codenamed. No, the morning period and this program is
Okay.
codenamed London Bridge.
All right.
It's the plan for the Queen's death, which has been years in the making. They'll stage they will stage manage otherwise uncertain few weeks for the nation. Let's see, from the
Dude,
from
there
the
are people
succession
literally
to the
having
new
like
king
fucking meltdowns.
to a period of national mourning, the Queen's funeral, and the eventual coronation of her eldest son,
Bill
King Charles
is
III.
having a hard time. Bill of Nooner Nation podcast over there having a hard time. His dad was British.
Here we go. So today, the Queen's coffin will be moved into
He's
the ballroom.
on. I'm sorry. He just showed up. Like that is. I sent the vultures to get him. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
The Queen's coffin will be moved to the ballroom at Balmoral Castle, which is where she passed away.
What was the name of that one?
Balmoral.
Balmoral.
Balmoral. Balmoral.
Okay, and no, that's good.
It's her favorite place. That was her like favorite home. And that's also where she passed away. But they will put it in the
Reuben, yes.
ballroom, and a wreath will be on that. A new wreath
So
every
it's
day
like
until
4
they
days,
move her.
right? I think it's 4 days. She'll be laying in
On
state
Saturday,
or whatever the hell it's called, lying in state.
the coffin will be carried from that ballroom by a party of bearers consisting of the Balmoral estate head keep and 6 other keepers, the Queen's official bagpipe player. The piper to the sovereign will walk ahead of the coffin as it leaves its.
Do you
hearse.
think? Okay.
So it will go then to Holyrood, her residence in Scotland capital.
Wouldn't it be cool just like embalm her and put her like? I think there's a Russian dude
Maybe.
that's like embalmed and like you can still watch it, like see him through the glass. It's like one of the goddamn rulers of Russia. That way you can just always see her forever. Like, don't bury her.
Also on Saturday in London, members of the Privy Council, a committee of senior, current,
didn't
and
wanna
former
entertain that idea.
politicians and judges who advise the monarch, will hear new king say an oath and give a speech.
Vladimir Lenin. Thank you, Ruben. God damn it. I love
On
our friends.
Sunday, King Charles III and the Queen consort will go to Holyrood, where he will meet with a 21-gun salute. Will he be met with a 21-gun salute? Members of the royal family will come and celebrate with him. On Monday, the Queen's coffin will leave St. Giles Cathedral by car before it is moved to London. The new king and wife Camilla will hear messages of condolences in Westminster Hall. Tuesday, the coffin will arrive at the London St. Pancras station.
Say pancreas.
It's
It
C-A-P-A-N.
literally is the pancreas station.
C-R-A-S. It will be greeted by senior royals, the prime minister, and other dignitaries before it's transferred to Buckingham Palace by car.
Right.
Wednesday, her body will be taken from Buckingham Palace to the Palace of Westminster in a gun carriage procession.
Okay.
A symbolic and monumentous moment. The coffin will be draped in the royal standard, on which the imperial state crown will be placed on a velvet cushion, followed by the new king, Prince William, and Harry. On Thursday,
Do we give
world
a
leaders
shit
will
about
come
any of
to
this?
say their goodbyes. Friday, the new king meets the prime minister at noon for his first official.
They already had it today.
weekly
They met
audience.
today.
No,
Nope. They met first time today.
no, this
They
is
did.
official.
Yep.
For his first official weekly audience. So I guess this is.
Okay.
And then
So-
Saturday, not until 10 days after her death, will Elizabeth be given official send
When
off
do they
at
float
Westminster
her up
Abbey
into the nether?
with members of her
lands?
family, British establishment figures, and heads of state.
Okay. So
They don't float her anywhere. She's not Viking.
King Charles is going to be doing the old discoteca, right? And he's going to be like,
It is a 10-day thing, though. I feel like that's a little too long.
party time. So I don't really know. I don't really think she was 96.
Yeah.
Right. And this is Prince Charles back in the day. And I'm fairly certain that he was like, all right, guys, couldn't she have just died maybe in the 80s? Because theoretically she was 97, 96, whatever it was, right? That's just him dancing.
I know, who's the little person?
Is there a little person in there? No, I think that's just some old dude. I'm gonna put that in the middle over there, just so you guys can see it.
He's
But
getting down.
but right, I mean, the idea
Probably
is
dancing
like,
to some groovy
imagine.
70s music.
I was thinking about this before, and I've been talking about this. I'm like, imagine if he'd become king in the 80s, before iPhones, before anything that you could really get caught on, and just blowing lines of coke, because that's what you would do if you were a modern day king. But no, she fucked it up for like, she had died, say in the 60s, right? And you had fucking
I've not done whiskey shots here, but
John Lennon coming over to the house. You're smoking spliffs, doing whatever. You've got that Beatles era.
Spliffs? What the fuck is spliffs? I mean, I've never heard you use that word before.
I don't use those words.
What is that? Is that a joint?
Weed. The
Why
weed
would you
joints.
call it a spliff and not just a joint?
Well,
Oh.
because I think it's bigger. I was thinking like a blunt, but I was like, what did they call them back in the day? It's spliff. You know, like you do that and then you roll into the 70s. You're doing a bunch of LSD in Windsor Palace. Imagine being fucking tripped out in Windsor Palace.
I think it's haunted.
Fuck, it's got to be. It's fucking been around forever, right? And then you roll into the 80s and you're on to cocaine, right? And you're the king. That would have been the money time. Like, you don't have to kill anybody. You just kind of divorce them because that was a thing.
Lloyd said he would end
But
his own life
no.
if he had to endure this for 10 days.
But no, because she lived way too fucking long.
Ruben said, you made me clutch my pearls.
You had some pearls on your wrist.
They're not pearls. They're
Something like that. But imagine how much
they're
better it would have been if she just died like in the 70s.
I mean, I can't agree with you on that, but hey, you know.
It's only 50 years ago. How did she not die of polio or cholera? Or
She was a mean bitch.
Baby stem cells.
They didn't have that back then.
Yes,
but
they did.
she just had a no bullshit.
Policy.
Yeah, so she didn't have to put up with a lot of shit. She's like, get the fuck out of my castle.
Did you see her husband?
Do you think she said that to
before he
people?
died?
Get the fuck out of my castle.
I would love to be able to do that.
I mean, I don't think I'd want to run a castle.
She doesn't run a castle. She has people to run the castle.
Yeah, I guess.
Right?
But
I don't know. But what would you do if you were going to be
rest
king?
in peace, Queen
He's
Elizabeth.
73 fucking years old. He's going to die. So now they're already.
No, he's going to live to 96 too.
Nah, he's going to die.
He had both of his parents live till their 90s. He has a high probability of living to his 90s.
Poor Prince William.
Prince William is what, 35?
I have no idea.
Hey, Siri. How old is Prince William?
Is it working?
He's 40.
40.
So he'll only be
but
70.
he's too much of a chump.
He'll be in his 70s too.
He's too much of a chump to do anything either. Well,
He'll
I don't
be in his
know.
70s
I don't know
as
the
well.
rules. I don't know the rules.
She is now the princess.
Who?
His wife. I can't think of her
Was
name.
she a princess before?
Nope.
She now becomes a princess.
She's now her title. She takes the Lady Diana princess
And Meghan
title.
Markle's just like, fuck off. I'm going to make my money off of
A podcast nobody listens to.
podcasts nobody listens to. Does anybody actually listen to that?
I'm sure there's people that listen to it. There's nobody I want to be friends with that listens to that podcast.
I know. So I've got a couple of pretty serious stories.
Queen almost died in 1988 in the movie The Naked Gun with Reggie Jackson trying to shoot her. Thank God for listening.
Can you repeat that one?
Yeah, he said, jokes on everybody. The Queen almost died in 1988 movie The Naked Gun with Reggie Jackson trying to shoot her. Thank God for Leslie Nielsen.
Fucking true, though. Fucking true. So a couple of like kind of serious stories. I mean, this one's obviously always serious, right? Is 9/11 week. This is 9/11 weekend, right? It's coming up on Sunday. So it's one of those things. It's like we always want to try and remember.
I can't believe it's been 21 years.
Want to try and remember.
We want to always remember.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Mhm.
And it's for a lot of people, it's harder than others, and for some people, they don't even know. They have no context to what actually happened. So this is it. Kind of came to mind today, and I was like, "Holy shit!" 21 years ago, there are people on Sunday that are going to be able to buy beer, and they never actually were alive when this thing happened, right? So that's how far away it was in kind of historical context, but it's right back in our front of our minds.
You know, it's called Patriot Day, right?
Yep. Patriots Day. Absolutely. But you know, it's also 9/11. So
here's some things that you can do to observe Patriot Day.
okay, go for it.
You can, of course, attend Patriot Day ceremonies, which happen everywhere.
They're all over the place. Yeah.
There are several observed moments of silence. So 8:46 when Flight 11 collided in the World Trade Center. 9:03 when the United flight collides into the South Tower. 9:37 when the flight crashes into the Pentagon. 9:59 when the South Tower collapsed. 10:03 when the flight crashed into Shanksville, PA, and 10:28 when the World Trade Center fell.
Right.
Where is
So
okay?
go back and you just think about it, and it's like, where were you? Do you remember? It's everybody. If you're 25, 6, 7 years old, you probably remember where you were at. If you're younger than that, you're probably not.
I think probably 30s more like it.
Well,
if you were 11,
you might remember where you're at. I remember.
You know,
exactly
you're 22 now.
My best friend woke me up and said, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, but you weren't 11.
No, I was 25.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. People.
Right. So you go, where was I? Jess, you've missed so much.
I was at home getting ready for work.
Married.
Jamie
4
called
kids.
me. Yeah, married, 4 kids. Jamie
We've
called
given
me
them
and
all
was
up
like,
at this
you
point.
need to turn on the TV. There's some shit going down.
Yeah, and I think we talked about the exact same thing last year. It is one of those things. It's like the JFK moment.
And they do say everybody probably knows where they were at when this all went down.
Yeah. So again, it comes back and you go, all right, just be mindful. Think about it. Take a few minutes. Everybody's the past 20 fucking 1 years, this country has put so much into trying to come back and trying
Chris said the
to
royals,
do the
just to
better
go
thing.
back, Chris said the royals bow down to the house of Rothschild anyway, y'all, just like all Western nations.
Yep. So cheers.
Jess, hi.
Cheers to everybody that passed away.
Hi, Jess. Hi, Jess.
Cheers to everybody
Yes.
that put their
To the
lives on the line.
3,000, to that passed away, that perished, and to
Everybody,
everybody
just
that.
everybody. It's gone. Global war on terror. Everything that's happened. You know, it's
There's
like
one of my ladies, Ruben. You're right.
generations have changed over this. So we just don't want to forget anybody. And that's almost, you can't say enough. That's the fucked up part about it. It's like, how do you there's no way to do service, to do justice to everybody that gave so much to everyone.
Well, and people who are still giving, because a lot of the guys that ran in there have had health issues ever since.
And like I said, those fuckers that were just born.
I know.
Sunday, they haven't even been born as of today. Sunday at
they'll be 21 on
Sunday. Say Sunday at noonish.
I just told you what time.
I know, but I'm just throwing that out there. Sunday noonish. Today they can go buy a beer.
Well, anytime on Sunday, because from midnight they're 21.
So I did throw on the polo because Prince Charles is into polo. Was back in the day
when he was younger.
Now
and so was his sons for a while.
Yep. So that's why I'm wearing the polo, the super shortcut, because we were in Vegas one time and I was like, we were going to dinner.
At band camp?
We were going to dinner, remember? And I was like, oh, this one. And then it shrank.
It doesn't look too small.
Oh, no, this is fucking small, dude. This thing, like, it's eating my armpits at this point.
Doesn't look like it.
So now it's just a funsy
Did you
shirt.
wash it and it shrank?
Dude, I've had this shirt for like 15 years.
Did we wash it? Is that why it shrank or why did it shrink?
No, Greg washed it.
Oh, there. It's all you need to know.
Greg washed the shirt. Yep. I don't know.
Well, it's very kind of you to wear
What are you gonna talk about next?
Well,
this is actually
PSA?
a pretty, this is a pretty fucking serious one. So everybody knows that they're, go ahead.
Tell your story and then I'll tell you what I was going to say.
All right. So abducted billionaire heiress to be buried, right? So this one
this is a teacher.
This is a real one. Yeah. This is not a fuck around
I forget
story.
that she comes from a very wealthy family.
And but that the billionaire part has nothing to do with it. But this is more of like one of those ones that it's like, this just happened. And the ladies
week, right? Or earlier this
it was
week?
this week. The ladies out there that are listening, like you like to go for walks, even if it's in our fucking neighborhood, right? Your kids that are out playing, people are fucking brazen nowadays.
So there's a couple things that they tell you to do.
Let me go through that and we'll talk about that also. So I'm just going to tell the story. Eliza Fletcher, the billionaire heiress from Memphis, Tennessee, who was
too small.
allegedly abducted. No, she wasn't alleged. She was abducted
and murdered.
This was as of yesterday. So they're saying allegedly because they captured him, but they haven't.
He hasn't given them where she's at.
So abducted and killed, will be buried where her husband once had the wedding of the year with her. She leaves behind 2 sons and a man.
It's sad.
And a man that has been charged with her murder. The heiress, none of that matters. None of that matters. I don't know why it's just the fucking way they do it.
Because it's.
Eliza Fletcher was killed in Memphis, Tennessee, when out on her normal run early morning at 4:30 a.m. She was a teacher.
It's dark.
She was.
So they do have footage. Like I guess he started coming at her. Like he stopped his car. He got out and said, you can't trust people. You got to cross the street and move or run the opposite direction.
So it says the kindergarten teacher was abducted and killed last week while out on a morning run. Her body was eventually located. Blah, 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 blah. Right. She was deeply admired by friends and family. A man has been charged with her murder. Dude was 38, right? There's video, there's evidence.
So
I'm not going to show anything about it.
Did you know that he just got out of jail?
He didn't get out of jail.
Yep.
He was release him?
He was in jail for basically the same thing in armed robbery for 20 years. He was sentenced to 25 years in life and he just got out beginning of this year. So he served like 21 or 22 years of his sentence.
So I'm going to tell one more story real quick, which is kind of like.
So here's the thing though. So they do tell you to never run the same route.
Let's get into that one second. In 1 second, I want to tell one more kind of wraparound. That's the point of this story.
Okay.
Right. So there is Lisa Fletcher remembered Memphis Community Honors Slade teacher by finishing her morning jog, which is
that's
so
sweet.
they go out and over 1,000 people showed up this morning. This is Friday for a walk run it was this morning to remember murdered school teacher Eliza Fletcher. People congregated at the Memphis's Second Presbyterian Church to walk the 4 miles in memory of her. Right. So you go like, fuck, that's an amazing community response. There are people. Okay. So this is where we can get into this, right? There are people out there that will fucking find you as a target.
Yep.
They'll target your kids. They'll target dudes just to shoot them and rob them. This shit happens all over the country, not necessarily in our country as much. Some places they do. Definitely like South American, they'll just fucking like shoot you and steal your wallet, right? But here, I don't want to say it's any different.
He knew her run schedule and he knew her route.
It's fucked up, right? So, and she being a nice person,
right,
is willing to help.
No, it wasn't help.
Well,
she didn't. He threw his car in park, got out of the car, and
started dragging her. Okay,
grabbed her, dragged her back.
So we go. Okay, you need to fight. Right, and she probably did.
He was a big dude.
All of those things, but you need to start carrying.
Well, that's where you carry mace or those electric taser thingies.
Fucking knife. Carry a knife. I don't give a shit. Throw it in.
Well, those tasers are pretty good. Those little ones that they make for women.
But dude, if I'm a big dude, doesn't matter, right? I've seen police videos like donut operator will show like videos where the dude just gets up and runs off, right? So you go, okay, what the fuck? So you know what's an equalizer if you don't want to carry a pistol, a knife, but you got to keep in mind that can get turned on you.
Yeah, and it requires close contact.
Yeah,
or a gun doesn't. But there's several. There's
whistles.
Well, there's a ton of stuff. I mean, you can actually. There is running safety stuff that you should really check out online.
Because that was one of my big things with you back in the day. Back in
the day when I used to run
in Arizona. Colorado. Well, back in Arizona, ran in the morning. Like you came home one time. You're like, you woke me up at like 5:30 in the morning. You're like, I think I broke my fucking arm.
Yeah.
My shoulder or something. You just tripped, right? I was asleep.
Yeah.
You were in the habit of getting up early and going for a run.
I had Bomber with me who thought I was playing when I busted my ass. And I had to run 3 miles back.
But that's one thing. So if you're, you have to plan for those things. If you're running with your kids.
Yeah, Jessica, absolutely.
You could be at Walmart and there's all sorts of telltale signs, right?
Well, Jess said a woman tried to approach me in the Target parking lot last night. I was like, nope. And made sure I walked out with someone to my car. Absolutely. I mean, we get so comfortable. I don't know necessarily because
people are more brazen. That's the fucked up thing.
So here's two things that happen, right? You either get more comfortable or your head's on a swivel. And I've noticed more lately, my head's on a swivel.
Yeah.
I'm always looking.
Yeah.
Somebody walks behind me and if somebody walks by me and he looks sketchy, I turn around and watch him go.
Yeah. Just pull up to the side, grab your phone and pretend to fuck around on your phone.
They say if people don't look at you in the eyes, you're supposed to worry about this one. So if guys don't look at me at the eyes and I'm out there doing something, I will stop. No, I don't even act. I just look at him like.
Yeah, it doesn't make.
He won't see me if he continues his direction.
So, and this could happen to anybody, but
these are a little strong.
But women and children, women with children, you're just out with a stroller. We saw the woman that got fucking run over practically, right? In LA or whatever it was.
We've seen that little
girl. That was the
violent
violent thing. That was
was waiting for her bus, and the guy took her. Luckily, they found her.
We've seen situations where kids have kids on bicycles have chased down like abductors that you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And so it's just being mindful.
It's just being aware of your surroundings. What do we situational awareness?
Right. So like sheepdog response. We don't have anything to do with them.
What's
whatever.
Sheepdog response.
It's fucking. What's his name? The fighter? God damn it. I hate names. I'm the worst with names.
I know you are.
Sheepdog Response. Go out, check them out. They have a lot of good.
Okay. It's
Tim Kennedy.
It's a company.
Company. They do a lot of things like this.
Nico said, be polite, be professional, but have a plan to kill everybody you meet. Absolutely.
Absolutely. So that's one of the things. You don't necessarily want to have to carry a knife
I am our voice of reason
spray.
Oftentimes, especially if we're out partying and like bar hopping, and
We're good.
Greg loves
Yeah.
everybody, but Beth is the voice of reason with like, no, we're not going with them
No,
over
I
there.
don't do that. You're thinking back to
One time we did go with that couple to their room in California, and I'm pretty sure they were hoping it was a swinger situation. And I was like, I'm
Swinger
hungry.
is not
I need
getting
it.
sacrificed to.
You don't know, because once they're done with you,
She was pretty hot.
I mean, they were a good
He
looking
was kinda
couple.
ugly though.
I don't remember being ugly. I don't remember being super hot. I mean, because I wasn't down to fuck him, so I wasn't paying attention
You
like
were
that.
DTF.
But literally, I was like, I need a burrito. We need to leave.
That was fine. We
And
got
we
out of there.
left.
But
They
we're
were
pretty
very
good about
nice.
that.
But I knew they were up to something when they kept buying all our
Maddest
drinks.
quote, exactly.
All our
But just be
drinks.
mindful and share that, and just be mindful and like tell your friends, man, because you don't know.
Yeah,
right? People are just kind
Nico
of.
said when I used to run on the canals, I was always watching my back. Absolutely. If you look shady to me, I have no problem
I'll call you out.
staring you down as you walk past me.
Yeah.
Because it's once they get behind you is when you have to worry about stuff.
Right.
You know?
That's kind of one of the.
And maybe
challenges.
I'm more of a worry wart than I need to be, but I'm still here.
I don't think so.
I'm
No, I
still
don't
here.
think so. And I think women really need to be.
Well, because even if we go in
Cautious.
sketchy, I'll be like, it's sketchy. Can we hurry up, please? Let's
Yeah.
get what we need out of this store and let's go. So, I mean, I'm always more cautious than I am like, everybody loves everybody. I'm like, no.
No, people don't love everybody, especially now, right? I don't think this is any different than going
Lloyd said,
back.
You should have fucked the dude to establish dominance.
Just grab the.
I wasn't even down for that
Poke
either.
you
I'm
and
like,
just
we're
like-
just leaving. They had a very nice room.
Yeah, they had.
That's how they entice us. You should see how nice our room is. And we had been literally drinking with them for like 3 hours back in the day when we used to do tequila shots. And we went back to their room and I was like, nope, we're leaving. We're
Right
leaving.
there.
I'm peeing in their bathroom and we're leaving.
It was a nice little room.
It was a nice, very nice room. They obviously had money, but no, I'm not into, no, I don't share, first of all. Second of all, who knows what they were going to drugged us and killed us and sold us as slaves in Mexico because Tijuana is right across the border.
I was way too bald for that.
Nah.
Probably you. They would have.
Some big bear would have loved you.
Oh. Oh. So
Don't.
not to make light of the situation, but seriously,
Yeah.
like fucking,
Be
if you're
careful.
out running early, it doesn't even have to matter. It doesn't even matter at the time. Just be mindful.
Jessica,
Like,
did
prep
you watch
yourself.
it tonight? Because it was on TV here too. Jessica goes, by the way, guys, I watched Roadhouse. I fucked guys like you in prison is my new favorite movie quote.
The new road. Oh no, that
No,
wasn't it.
there's not a new Roadhouse.
Guys like you in prison.
It
It's
was
been around
on.
for a
It's
long time.
probably gonna because it was on the TV when I shut down the Fire Stick, so
Mhm.
it pauses whatever I was watching on YouTube TV. It'll probably be back on there.
Nico, I've been
If
to
not, I
Mill
can watch
Ave
it
in
the other
about
15.
20 years.
What?
15 years.
What?
When was
What?
the last time we were on Mill Ave in Tempe? He said Greg will just go with anybody on Mill Ave.
Have I
No,
ever
dude.
been on Mill Ave?
Yeah, that's where we went to. The last time you and I were there, we went to.
The Irish bar that was on the corner.
Yep. I don't even know if it's there.
We were with
anymore.
Christine and Clancy. That was a really long time ago because they were still married. That was the last time we went.
Yeah, I don't
And
even
we
know.
used to go, we'd take our bikes down
Yeah,
and
only
we
did that
started
once.
Dos Gringos and then bar hop and up at Dos Gringos, go put it back in the car and drive home.
Mhm.
That was brilliant of us. Young and
No,
stupid.
we went to one of the. We saw a show,
Yes, we saw.
some witches one or something like that. I don't remember. what it
No,
was.
that was at Tempe. That was
that was in Tempe. It was right down the road.
it's a huge Broadway witches
don't
show. I can't think of it right now.
It doesn't matter. It's all good. Cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
Be safe out there is really what we're getting into.
All right,
we're
can we
getting
have
into
some fun now.
we're getting into haunted season, so we gotta be
Dude,
careful.
I saw the
Right?
the first commercial for Discovery's they call it like
Scare
October
Fest?
Hunt.
Something
Yeah,
like that?
it's October something, and it's a new scary something every night of the month. And I'm like, sweet, paranormal shit's
Speaking
coming
of that,
out.
go check out the Castro Files.
Great segue.
You like that?
Yeah.
Castro Files, our new
I feel
podcast.
like this is like breathing
It's
back
'cause
on
it's-
myself.
Bend it down at the knuckle there.
That's what she
Castro.
said.
It's all right. Just leave it alone. You're just gonna fuck everything.
Bend it down at the knuckle.
That piece right there. Hang on.
That's all right.
guys.
Just leave it. It's fine. Okay, that
that I
doesn't
do for you every single.
keeps popping back up, popping and locking on me.
I do this every goddamn night for you.
Hey,
we do a podcast?
You
Does
know
that feel
what?
better about
Yeah,
it?
it does.
Feel like
It's
you're not so claustrophobic
It's not so
over
like
there?
in my face.
Like just a big
I was like, I
dong
can
in
feel
your face?
myself, my breath coming back on me. I was like, what the actual fuck?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Maybe the air conditioning switched back. I don't know.
No, I lowered
You know what?
it.
Can we restart that whole? Go check out the
Hi,
Castro
Gigi.
files.
Love you.
What's that?
Okay, Gigi said, listening, love you.
Hi, Gigi. Check out the Castro files.
Ian listened to them. He said they were freaky and he loved them.
Right. So we've got one that this coming weekend. We talked about it. I actually went out and looked up all. I fucking went out to Facebook, and thankfully I didn't even realize we had all these.
We already told them on Wednesday because if we could figure out the
But
cloud,
I just
we
found
could
out
probably...
I just found all these pictures
I know.
the other day.
I know you said that on Wednesday.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Did I? I don't remember. But nonetheless, we got some pretty good shit.
Because I said we could probably have more pictures if we could figure out how to get shit off the cloud.
Beth is writing this week's show. Got to do it, honey.
Are you doing it on purpose?
Yes.
You realize I have a job that I actually get paid at, right?
Yeah,
But,
but I'm
and here's
putting-
the other thing I said. You're going to have me write this fucking outline. Then you're going to come in and totally change it. It's going to happen like the dusting thing happened. And then I'm never going to do it again. So you should
good.
weigh those options
all you have
before
to do is you can pre-dust.
change my
Just
shit.
pre-dust, and then I'll augment your dusting. Does that work?
Nope.
You're a pre-editor.
Yeah.
What's the final edit? I'm the final edit.
Nope.
I trust you.
Mm.
I trust you. So it should be good. That'll be out on Sunday. I think I don't know. Maybe we drop it a little bit earlier, or do we do it later? Fucking football, man.
It is football kicked off officially last night.
Right.
I don't
What would
watch
you
football.
guys want to listen to? A haunted ghost stories and stuff like that. It's kind of one of those things. Leave us a message.
Here's the problem. I would say we drop it like on a Saturday night,
Glide.
but we're too busy during the week to record something to drop on a Saturday.
Yeah, that's the problem. We could drop it on Saturday night. But that
Record it
means-
earlier in the day then?
But that means we have to record it early in the day.
That means you have to get your ass out of bed.
No, that's not happening. It's
Yeah.
got to be Sunday.
Maybe you do So football starts at 11. It goes all night,
It
right?
goes to like fucking 2 o'clock.
10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
10 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, it starts on Thursdays now on Amazon Prime. So which one of you poors don't have Amazon Prime? Because
Prime?
maybe you'll watch it on Thursday. I'm just saying.
Sounded a bit like a snob right there.
I know. I was just fucking around. Everybody's got Amazon Prime nowadays. Fuck.
Not everybody.
Like pretty much everybody's got Amazon Prime.
I mean,
if you don't
if
have
you're
it,
anybody, no, I'm just
if
kidding.
you don't have it, let me know. I'll send you my login. Oh, good.
You can't do that anymore.
On Amazon, you can't.
Yeah, they've got it set up to where, like, I
They fuck
honestly,
you at the drive-through.
they if it is unfamiliar, if it's from an unfamiliar
Location. I go.
No,
I don't know you. You're in fucking Guatemala.
device, if it's an unfamiliar device, they actually will be like,
Oh, they lock it. or
we
whatever.
decline this. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Although I have been getting those texts that say somebody tried to use your, and I'm like, I haven't ordered
Oh, that's
anything.
all bullshit. I got one on fucking Instagram. It was like your Instagram's gonna be locked out.
So here's
Blah
the
blah blah.
thing.
You've done this, and I was
Maybe
like, what
it's
the
because
fuck?
where we work, we're very aware of
I'm
like
not giving it
phishing.
away, Lloyd.
But
Just pouring downloads on Amazon.
I'm game.
You can just go. No, I mean I literally could give it back if you're into reading. I just give you.
I'll
Her
read all my
history of reading,
sexy novels.
Your wife would probably appreciate all of her novels.
My one right now is BDSM. It's pretty good.
And all you have to do is go. She rates them all.
I do rate them under your name, which is fucking
Which is
hilarious.
even weirder because it looks like I'll take a picture of it some point because it literally looks like I'm just into some serious dude porn.
So I tried to get it
Right.
under my Amazon Prime and it won't pop up. So
It's hilarious.
I tried to remedy this situation.
My Amazon algorithm.
when I do actually write a review, I'm like, this is Greg's wife.
Do you really?
do.
That's fucking hilarious.
I do. I'm like, this is Greg's wife. I love this book because da 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 da. Or this book lost me because da 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 da. But I do. I put very much in there that this is Greg's wife.
The trials and
cheers.
tribulations of.
I mean, I try to take
sharing
it off you, but obviously I don't care enough because
No,
I
you don't
still
give a fuck.
I only write a review like once in a blue moon. The book has to really move me. The rest of the time I just star it and it all comes up under your
I was going to
name.
delete your whole account. No, I'm not. I find it fucking hilarious. So I
If you
don't
could
care.
figure out how I could download the book to my I can't. My Amazon account,
I don't
which
even care at this
I've
point.
tried. I have to figure out my Amazon address and all this other. It's just not worth it.
I don't
when
think
I can
anybody
click
at
it,
Amazon cares either.
when I can just click it and the book is there under your name. Fuck it, I don't care.
It's like Greg buys camera equipment and he
And
watches all this porn.
He doesn't watch. He reads.
reads all this, like
It's not porn. It's
kind of
romance
porn.
novels.
Ro-
They come up under the category
Like,
of romance
is that
novels.
why those
No matter what the
ball gags
type
keep
of
showing up on my Facebook? I don't even use Facebook.
ball gags
my
don't show up
Instagram.
on your Instagram or your Amazon
What
Prime.
the fuck?
You're not even getting the right account. It's Amazon Prime.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, ninny. They're like, this dude really likes his, like, here's the funny thing. What would be funny is because I've
He's
started
into
finding
vampire trysts.
I have started finding, I'm trying to think how to politically say this.
Just say it
I've
wrong,
been
it doesn't
finding like men romances.
matter. What's that mean?
Like,
Like gay
yeah.
porn? You're
no,
into gay porn now?
No, not gay porn. Gay romance novels, which is
you're
great.
into gay porn.
And that would be
Just
funny
'cause it's
if
not
I
female,
read
female,
them
you're into
and
gay
then
porn.
put the
That's
review.
weird. You're getting into
No,
gay
I haven't
porn?
read one yet. I say yet, very like, I mean, I'm gonna read one day because why not? I mean, it's still hot.
Nah.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not going to judge you, but that's interesting.
I'm gonna just put it under your name. I'm not gonna say this is Greg's
Oh,
wife. I'm
Jesus
just gonna
Christ.
put it like,
I'm gonna
I really
actually-
like this book. It was really hot. XXOO Greg.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And it's got like a eggplant.
I'll be like, this came straight from Greg's mouth, dude.
Not really.
Fingers came from Greg's fingers. Probably better. Isn't DB just a gay romance club?
It could be. I don't know. It's 95% dudes, I think, is what the rules
Wait,
were.
Beth is getting into hardcore gay porn. I've
Dude,
never
right?
watched gay. Well, I've watched not gay porn, but like a menage.
Like a threesome?
Male, female.
Where like a dude bangs a dude?
They bang all of each other.
Oh, Jesus. Like
Yeah.
a girl bangs a dude? Like, is it one of those?
I've never seen one where she's doing.
What do you call it? God damn it.
Yeah,
Drinking Bros number
cuckold,
one.
Not cuckold. Cuckold's where you.
Drinking Bros number one.
share-
What's it called?
That's where you share your wife, but
With a dildo or whatever it's called.
yeah, no, I don't
Fucking-
watch those. Those don't. No, and I've only watched those like once or twice just out of curiosity. Because curiosity is good.
Cuckolds. No, that's just.
Cuckolds is where you share your wife, where you have multiple
And you're
men.
just like a bitch, right? No, that's just.
We don't
weak.
kink shame. No, we don't.
That's just weak. But what is it called? Strap on. Strap on. That's what I was thinking.
I've watched one where girls use strap on.
Pegging.
Which
Thank you, Alex. Pegging.
I don't understand why
explained.
girls. It was a threesome with 2 girls and a guy, and the girl was using a strap on. I'm like, but you have a real weenie. Why would you do that?
With a girl.
Yeah.
She was using it on the girl. I
So
don't
her and
understand
her
that. So
husband
this
were-
one's definitely not. Yeah, we're gonna have to check this.
Her and her husband were tag teaming this chick, and I was like, I don't understand why.
I'm just happy this one came up with their King Charles. So I mean, it makes sense, right? Is it Prince Albert where you get your dick
Yes,
pierced?
it is Prince Albert.
So you got a Prince Albert.
One of the
and a
books I
King
just
Charles.
read.
What would a King Charles be?
A
What do we-
dog.
what do we think that would be as far as like a sex thing?
I'm
Do
not
you think
creative
that's
enough.
like- Because like the Albert Einstein. No.
There's an Albert Einstein. There's a Dirty Sanchez.
Well, there's Dirty Sanchez, but there's the Abraham Lincoln.
What's Abraham
Where
Lincoln?
you trim all your pubes off, you put them on the table next to you, you put them on a piece of paper,
I'm already grossed out.
finish on her face, and you grab that thing and
Oh, that's horrible.
you go,
Who?
and you blow it on her,
I'm not-
and now
If
she's got
somebody if somebody in the chat does
now
this,
she's got the Abraham Lincoln.
if somebody in the chat does this, I'm not trying to. But who would say okay to that?
I don't think they're supposed to know.
If you, well,
I-
first of all, okay,
I trim up, man, once in a while.
there's.
I would never do that to you. We've
I'm
been
just
married
going to end
for
this
too
sentence.
long.
I'm just going to end this
I think that
statement
I think
because
that's one of
I
those
was about to
things-
be like, I would never let you, and then I was like, well, never.
No,
say
you
never.
wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
No, I would never
Nope.
do that.
And I would,
No.
you literally would be dead.
Like just snuffed out.
And then I would have, that would be my defense case, was he sexually assaulted her with with his pubes. And she murdered him.
Getting your what? Who said butthole pierced? Which one's the butthole
Wait,
piercing?
getting your butthole pierced is not a thing. Oh, Lloyd
Who
said,
said
getting
it
your,
was?
Lloyd said getting your butthole pierced.
Well,
I mean,
what's
that could be the
called? Is
King
that a
Charles.
thing?
That's what he's saying. It could be a King
okay.
Charles.
King Charles.
Can you pierce your butthole?
You can pierce anything.
I mean, I guess you could do one of
Skin
those
is
long
skin, man.
ones that you do across your ear.
think
you
about
could do
it-
from one cheek. Okay, I'm done with this conversation.
What's the one
It's
with
gone way motherfucking south.
Nah, it's great. Dude, you're the one that's into this shit.
I'm not into the gross shit.
That's not gross.
The Abraham Lincoln is gross.
That's just a funny thing that's on
not.
like whatever. It's
I
kind
mean,
of funny.
then your chick has to be really, really cool.
No, I don't think anybody's actually ever done it. It's just like somebody made it up and like, this is what you would
It's an
do.
urban legend.
Yeah,
basically.
right. Like nobody, because that chick's gonna literally snuff them
What's
out.
the magic trick?
What's the magic trick?
Has anyone achieved the magic trick?
Is that like the hat trick? Like,
What's a hat trick? That's the three of a kind, isn't it?
is that like triplets? Like you're banging like
No, please.
the super hot triplets, or is the magic trick where you bang the Siamese twin girls? Because there's only like one set that's really kind of
What?
cute.
No, they're both cute. They're just attached somewhere.
One set, I said. They literally look like that. One head, two heads. You know what I mean?
Nope.
Like, but you have sex with
They both have full bodies, right? Or
no,
not
this is
always.
like that they share the body. Like one can they can
They've
drive
had
and
some.
shit.
Like they've had like they're attached at the belly up.
Oh no. They're attached like they've just got two heads.
That's
coming.
not real.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
I've heard where they share the like the body.
No, honey, come on. Is that
A
the
hat
magic
trick
trick?
is
or is that the
three
hat-
bullseye and darts. Oh, okay. I was right about the three piece. It's when you're banging a chick, switch out with your buddy, run outside and wave hi. He's just making shit up.
conjoined twins? They're conjoined twins. Sorry, I'm using the
Yeah,
wrong
I was gonna say Siamese
terminology.
twins usually are.
Conjoined twins. Right. So there's a couple. There's chicks that are alive right now that are conjoined twins, and I'm gonna find them real quick right here. I'm not gonna post this, but those two. Look. Yeah. So I mean,
Is she still alive? I don't think they live very long though.
they're fine. They just share shit.
They share a whole body.
Yeah.
They don't share shit. They share one body.
I don't know the rules. Is that the magic trick?
No,
It's not the hat
magic
trick.
trick is.
What are the rules on this?
He said when you're banging a chick, switch out with your buddy, run outside and wave hi through the window. I don't.
Jess, yes, Lloyd's
real.
everything is pierced at this point. His dick is pierced to his butt. So, thank you, Prince Albert and
And-
King Charles.
Well, okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to cut this whole segment out of this show.
All right. So
This one's going
where-
right down the
should we
toilet.
do our shout out?
Yeah. Oh, perfect timing.
I know.
Go ahead. You give it.
Hey, Allison, we love you. We're so happy you're listening with us tonight and acting on the boards with us. And know
You're
that we
good.
love you very,
Hey,
very much.
You're doing good. Everything's good.
You're amazeballs.
Cheers, Allison.
She's
Out
my
in Florida.
girl. She's my bitch.
She chimes in a lot.
She's my
on
rider.
this.
She's one of my rider. I have several rider dies. She is definitely one of them.
Fuck yeah. She randomly texts or sends us shit about hey, check this out.
I
This is
know.
fucked up.
You need
Check
to
this
educate
shit.
yourself on this.
Read this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
always awesome. So cheers to you, Allison. You're doing awesome. Everything is good.
She is.
Dang. Have a good night. Random shout out of the night.
Random shout out of the night. Okay. So can you tell me first makeup free?
Oh, you want to see this?
What is this?
So this is the first makeup free beauty pageant. And
oh, makeup free.
like
Okay.
no makeup. She's going in and okay, so like
That's how I live my life, dude.
that's how all right, this is a me thing. A lot of ladies, and this is a you thing too, right? Like it just depends on your personality and how you
Right.
feel about yourself and all that. I'm not judging either way, right?
Right.
Want to wear makeup? Cool. You may wear makeup. This is the first beauty pageant in England's history to
I kind of dig it, dude.
not wear makeup. And she's fucking gorgeous,
Well, she's really pretty.
right? So you go like, holy shit.
Do
right?
they have a picture of her with makeup? I'd like to see her with makeup.
I don't know, but you think about it, you're like, okay, right? So I'm
She's
like,
who won?
it doesn't say necessarily,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's just the first
got
one
very
that's
pretty
ever done
hair.
it in like fucking 80 years or some shit like that, right?
I like her
I'm
hair.
gonna pull it up. Give me 1 second. The Miss England contestant becomes the first in 94 years, first in the pageant's 94-year history to compete without makeup. Like,
oh, she didn't. It wasn't a compete without makeup. She just competed
without makeup. It wasn't like the first
Okay.
pageant. She was the one that went and was
It
like,
wasn't like everybody did this.
no,
She just
she
did this.
said,
All
fuck
right.
it. Which is, so for me, I'm like I said, please Sarah,
Right.
I love you without makeup.
That was one of the things that you told me that you were like, one of my favorite things. And we were obviously, you were trying to still get in my pants, but you're like, one of my favorite things is that you just get up and go. I don't have to wait an hour and a
Put
half
a little lipstick, little whatever.
for
and then
you to get
fucking
dressed.
roll
You're
out.
like,
Right.
whatever, let's go.
Yeah. So absolutely. So you think about that. So a politics student has wowed the judges of Miss England beauty pageant by strutting her stuff completely makeup free. I mean, she probably is like a unique person anyway, that she doesn't need anything. Great.
I feel like Jessica, I say this with love. Jessica's my girlfriend who loves makeup. She always looks like $1 million. Always, always, always. Like I've never.
I know a lot of people. Oh, a
Oh,
friend, real close. It doesn't.
I have two
Yeah.
of them. I have two that live
Right.
with. One lives in Arizona. One lives next door. They're always. My mother.
Nice. Right.
My mother wouldn't go anywhere without makeup, and
People
I
like
don't
that,
know.
you got lipstick in the corner of your mouth. Speaking of makeup,
It's because it's lip gloss.
fucking, you still got it. You kind of getting that. What's happening over there?
Am I get a paper towel?
Is it melting off of you?
It's lip gloss.
Is it warm up here?
No.
So anyway, it's the first time in the pageant's 94-year history that a contestant hasn't used makeup, and Melissa Ralph 20 ditched it for an important reason. Ralph relied on only her natural beauty. Yeah, you're good. I just know. I thought it was a shadow, but it wasn't. Ralph
I'm a
relied
hot mess. Apparently.
only on her natural beauty when she appeared at the semifinals of the competition in London this week. She's made it through to the final round.
Cute
this
figure
was-
too.
And you go like, I mean, regardless of a figure or whatever, it's just like, I think it's cool that she said, fuck all that.
She made it through what round?
She's in the final
I
round.
feel
This was
like
as of last
the
week.
picture far away. I feel like she might have makeup on there.
Well, here's the current, that's like the closest picture. So you go, I mean,
She's really pretty without makeup.
I think she's just tan, man. I mean, whatever. So this is kind of one of those
Some people
situations.
just love makeup though. Like it's not about feeling good
That's what
about
I'm
it's
saying.
about loving the opportunity
To doll
of
yourself
the
up a little
changes you
bit.
can make. 'Cause
Right.
makeup, that's
Yeah.
one thing girls have that boys don't have. You can change your appearance completely with makeup, depending upon how you do it.
Boys could too. We just grow beards.
You throw some eyeliner on.
No, we grow beards.
Oh, that doesn't change your appearance. That just makes you hairy.
Is that what that's all it is?
That's all it is.
You can make your dick big, smaller or bigger. Just grow out your bush.
Growing out your bush makes it look smaller.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you want to have a small winky, grow it out. If you want to have a bigger winky and lose weight.
Lose weight?
Yeah, it makes your dick bigger.
Okay.
It's true.
I guess I could see
It's a
that.
thing. So like
Guys
some
have
people
beards,
that are
Jessica
just,
said.
what's that?
Just because guys have beards. Yeah,
Exactly.
but I don't know. I say that, but then I remember as the store, I don't remember because I was tiny, but apparently I was like 2 or 3 one time when my dad shaved off his beard to go undercover. And I was scared of him. So I guess it does change your appearance.
100%. We got to save these ones
Which, tell me numbers.
because we're coming back to
Tell me numbers.
7 and 8 and 6, 7, 8. We're going to save those.
No,
What do you want to say?
No,
What do you
it's
want to talk
fine.
about?
It's
Go ahead and tell me.
are we waiting on 6 then?
Yeah, 6, 7, 8.
Am I doing 5?
No, you can talk about 5. Yeah, absolutely.
Are you going to do your 4?
Nope. We're gonna save.
Okay.
Nah, we gotta talk about Narco Dog. We gotta talk about Narco Dog. All right, Narco Dog. This little motherfucking dog ruined some fucking handicapped dude's day.
Should have been carrying drugs.
Can you imagine being handicapped?
Is this
And
the picture of how much they found on him?
it was only like several pounds.
Oh my Lord. That's
Sorry.
a lot.
Not to cover us all completely up, but it wasn't just like
Like he had it like in his
But they've got the whole wheelchair up on a table showing
it's
all the-
evidence now.
you know, I'm
They're
just
gonna
saying,
they probably got him a different wheelchair.
I blame the dog. So if I was a dog
Like
and I
lipstick
saw a
everywhere now.
dude,
Thanks, babe.
no, you're fine. If I saw a dude in a wheelchair, I'd just leave him alone.
No, that's
Right.
not your job.
So dog
Phil.
sniffs out cocaine hidden in wheelchair in Rome. A drug sniffing dog led Frontier.
Oh, in Rome?
Yeah, Frontier. I thought it was in the States. Frontier police Friday at a Milan airport to some 13 kilograms, nearly 30 pounds of cocaine stuffed into the leathery upholster of a motorized wheelchair, whose user immediately stood up. Oh, the motherfucker wasn't even there.
Oh, that's like the dude that assaulted the Mona Lisa.
He was just dumb.
He wasn't handicapped either. He used the handicapped wheelchair to get up closer to Mona Lisa so he could throw a pie at her.
That's really smart, actually.
That's not smart.
It actually is.
So you feel bad for this guy and he's a poser.
No, I don't feel bad for him. Oh, now I do.
No, you
No, I
don't.
don't.
Because he's not really needing the...
This is kind of like
he
the
thought he
fucking
was going to
shark
get
thing
through.
last
He
week,
thought he was going to
man.
get through because he was in a wheelchair and everybody takes pity
This is
on
very
people
much
in
like the Megalodon story.
Here's what I'm
I
going to
really
tell you.
need to do my research.
Here's my 2 cents for you.
And they get
You
me.
need to read your fucking articles, bitch.
They get me. They get me every time. I'm like, these drug dogs.
Need to read
bad.
your articles.
Like, should learn better. So the specialized canine unit was being deployed at Malpensa Airport to check arriving passengers and their luggage. When the dog drew officers' attention to the traveler, police first checked their luggage, which yielded nothing. Then slashed the wheelchair's upholstery. I'd be like, bitch, you cut my shit. Right? And that's probably what he said.
Here's
in
what he
Italian.
should have done. When they pulled him out of the wheelchair, he should have stayed playing like a paraplegic or quadriplegic. I mean, like,
And just falling over
yeah,
and be like, dude,
I need help.
I think you're going to go to jail for that one.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
I'll
not in
go to hell.
Texas.
I'm going to go to hell, not jail.
If you were in England, you go to jail
Why?
because you're not allowed to do that.
Oh.
Police said that when the cocaine was found, the chair user, Spaniard, who had requested airport personnel to help guide the wheelchair, got up, walked without assistance, and was taken into custody. So, you know what? I give up on these fucking stories. Just give up.
Hey, Davey, what DB meetup are you talking about?
Which one?
He said, Nico, dude, you better be at the DB meetup.
Where are you going?
I want to know where this meetup is too.
Why wouldn't you just actually hire like an actual physically handicapped person?
Why wouldn't you just swallow it and poop it out later?
No, I think that kills you.
It can kill you if you wait too long, but there's a set window before your body eats through the latex.
I don't know the rules with this, but I've watched one of those.
I do know a little bit of the
I
rules.
remember when the show came and there was like a fucking like Discovery Channel show like a while back.
No,
or
it's still on
or
the
Travel Channel or something like that.
Rested Abroad or something like that.
Yeah. And like,
Well, we were at that restaurant on Saturday and they had that thing on the fucking TV and I was like, I can't watch these people ruin their lives.
one was like some old lady too.
No, she wasn't even old. And first of all, we couldn't
Was she
tell
like
if she was a boy or
30
we
and
couldn't
she
tell at first
actually
if she
looked
was a boy
70?
or a girl. But she swore that she just bought she had all the drugs sewn into so they unsewed the suitcase, put the drugs in there, sewed it
and
back
it was all
up.
like wood. It was almost like hard.
It was,
board.
and I think it was crack, right? Isn't that what we
Yeah, it was crack.
deduced? And her whole thing was,
We
I
deduced
just
that.
bought this. I had no idea. I needed this extra suitcase to travel home. I had no idea it was in there. And I'm like, I mean, that's kind of a smart defense. I had no idea.
They don't have
I
a lot
bought
of
this.
Goodwills down there.
Here's my receipt.
Printed out from
she's still
Cocaine
fucked,
R
dude.
Us.
And in anywhere that's not the U.S., you're probably fucked if you get busted like that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, no, if it
Hey, but I'm on the war against drugs, so
Good job.
You get what you put yourself into.
you're on the war against drugs,
Yeah.
not Illinois. That's a story for another day.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Shut up. Okay.
But if you're in Illinois, you just need to move anywhere else. All right. So bad fake cop.
Fake cop. I mean, okay.
Is this a
Do you
video?
remember the movie
You got videos?
We Want to Be Cops?
No.
Do you don't remember that movie with the guy from
Will Ferrell?
No. It was the guy from Chloe Deschanel show where she lived with those 3 guys.
Yep. Oh, fucking Jake.
And it
something or
was
other.
one
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the
Jake from State Farm, not Jake.
no, but
I'll-
and it was
I'll
one
find
of the
Go ahead.
Williams.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Anyway, tell us.
So you remember that story, right? Like they dress up and for Halloween as cops, and then everybody starts thinking they're real cops, and they kind of roll with it because they both really want to be cops.
Right.
Well, I mean, that was a premise that somebody tried to make happen for real.
Nice.
So, man impersonating an officer, here's where he fucked up, pulls over off-duty deputy in Colorado. So he tries to, let me tell you what the car.
Get fucked. You've got the connector.
I will in a second. Hold on. So a guy impersonating an officer chose the wrong car to pull over last Saturday afternoon. Bryant police said the driver, a 2019 Dodge Durango, activated red and blue lights from a bar within his windshield and tried to pull somebody over. His mistake, the car he was trying to stop was driven by an actual officer. So I guess it seemed a little strange to this off-duty deputy that this guy was following him and then moments later went around him. And I'm assuming brake check means he pulled in front of him and kept hitting his brakes to make him stop, right? Drove around him, started to brake check the off-duty officer and forced him off the shoulder of the interstate.
The dude did that to this cop?
Yes. But the cop is off-duty, so he's just in his personal car. So
but he's still a cop, and he's still a cop. Fucking...
And police says a man wearing a security shirt and holding a silver badge got out of the Durango and approached the car.
This cop just get out and beat the living.
The off-duty officer actually used the word.
His name was Jake Johnson, by the way.
Oh, his real name?
Yeah. Okay.
Who was his? I am
in the movie.
I know, but what was he?
Sorry.
He was one of the guys. Who's the person that was in Lethal Weapon? The douchebag in Lethal Weapon.
Which one?
The
Okay.
No. Yeah. No. So it was
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, the show.
How
remember
are
the
you
show? No, remember the show Lethal Weapon that had one of Ross's friends in it?
Yeah.
His counterpart was a Wayne's brother. Wayne's brother. The
Wayne's
other
brother.
guy in it is one of the Wayne's kids.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway,
nobody cares about them.
So the guy walked up wearing a security shirt and had a silver badge. The deputy officer actually used the words "charged his vehicle," so he came up forcefully,
aggressively,
fearing for his life
Did that cop
and
just
safety.
pull his gun out.
The off-duty deputy pulled his firearm on the man and detained him. So yeah, he basically was like, "And you're coming at me, so you should stop right now." He was arrested on the scene and booked in Adams County Jail. The man was identified as Joe Flores Ortiz. He was charged with impersonating a peace officer, driving under the influence of alcohol. Okay, if you're going to pretend to be a cop, shouldn't you at least be sober? At least, right?
Playing Crawford.
And prohibited use of a weapon, among other charges. Let me show you. Let me see if it's going to give me.
Over there,
yeah, there's a video.
Does he have it on dash cam or some shit like that?
No, because he was off duty. Remember, but they do show the guy. So this is the guy he pulled.
It would be even better if that dude had
do you have it on?
a video. No?
Hold on.
I can.
Okay.
Here we go.
So this is the guy he pulled over. First of all,
so we can actually turn on audio. Can we do that?
Oh, I don't know if this is the right though. This is just them showing how it works. Well, there goes my bracelet.
Did it just break?
No, I was playing with it.
Oh.
So she said.
So
I wanted it to show the picture of the guy. Oh yeah, here we go. This is the gentleman presenting himself as a police officer.
Winner of the day.
Come on,
There you go.
Rewind you that
Jose Flores. There you go. Ortiz. You can just pause it right there. What was he arrested on?
Impersonating a police officer.
Yep.
Having red and blue lights, illegal use and possession.
The first thing I'm gonna do when I get arrested
container
is gonna be like, "You've got a neck tattoo that looks like."
It doesn't look like it is a scorpion.
It is.
It is a scorpion.
So that's good.
Yeah. And I don't know a whole lot of cops anywhere, but I've never met a cop with facial piercing. Have you?
No. I think there's certain things that when you get into
he has a facial piercing.
Or
he had an open container drink in the vehicle.
Can you guys go out and share this show? Like, subscribe.
And weapons charges. I don't know what his weapon was.
I don't know where else you're going to find this news.
I mean.
You know what I mean?
What goes through your mind when you're like, today I'm going to pose as a police officer?
Dude, there's another one I saw.
It is going to be the most exciting day of my life, and I'm going to make some arrests.
It can happen. Not for that guy. But if like an average looking dude.
Sorry, I keep turning sideways. All the humidity is making these.
But if it was an average looking dude that did it, you'd probably get away with it.
If you don't
pull
over a police officer.
as long as you don't pull over.
Now that was one of the warning that was kind of the takeaway was like if
This guy,
if
was very
somebody
weird
is
looking.
pulling you over in something other than an official police car,
Call
do not
police.
stop.
No.
Put your hazards on. Slow down,
Go
but
to
don't
a
stop.
very
Nope, don't
populated
even do
area.
that. Call 911 and confirm that the car behind you is actually a police car. Nope, that's what they said.
Who said that?
This article.
Chicago fucking
I
media.
closed it. Of course, I closed it. No,
Okay, don't worry about it.
but that is they do say that before especially for
understand
women,
what
they
you're
say
saying.
call 911 and get verification that the person pulling you over is a police officer.
Yeah.
Because people do use this shit to
Oh, I
abduct
agree.
people.
We talked about that a little while ago. Yeah. I'm not saying to but there are a lot of undercover cars. I was getting my truck worked on one time in Phoenix, and literally the fucking car wash next door got raided by the sheriff's
Oh no, I
department.
know. I was there. You
And
were
they
gone for
were-
like 3 fucking
you
hours.
weren't there.
No,
Yeah.
I was in Phoenix. You
Oh,
were
yeah.
gone for like 3 fucking hours.
They had my car at the car wash, and it got raided by INS and everybody else,
They were
right?
looking for
And
some
the
wetbacks.
sheriffs and everything, and they were driving just fucking Toyota Corollas
but-
with lights on them.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing with lights on them. This guy had one of those little baby lights.
I'm just saying.
But that's the reason why. If that car ever tried to pull me over, I would call 911. I'd be like, hello.
no, I agree with you. 100%.
I think you probably have to give them the
Yeah.
license. I'm sure there's information you
Be
have to give
smart.
them. Like, I would imagine a license plate number that they could look up and be like, yes, ma'am, that is a true police officer. Please pull over.
Right. Yep.
They tell you not to speed away, but to slow your speed, put on your hazard so the cop understands you're not fleeing so that you
Right.
don't get in more trouble for whatever violation
You know
just
who
did.
wasn't in trouble this weekend?
Yo
Fucking
mama.
O.J. Simpson.
What?
He was out partying in L.A. He was supposed to be like trying to find what's her fucking face's killer, and he was
Oh no, he does that
afraid.
Monday through Friday.
No, he was afraid to go to L.A. because the killer might find him. But he said, "Fuck it." O.J. Simpson swarmed by fans at Rams Bills game.
See, people still like him. Isn't that crazy?
Dude, people don't give a shit.
I think the worse off you are, the more cool you are.
I don't know. So O.J. Simpson slaughtered his ex. This is on TMZ. Slaughtered his ex-wife and her friend.
Allegedly.
So say a
Allegedly.
civil. This is on TMZ. So say a civil jury that awarded the victim's family.
He wasn't found
$33
guilty
million.
though, so you can't say allegedly slaughtered.
Same grocery store that same grocery store that I heard found out that lady died in.
Clay Crawford.
Princess
yes,
Di?
Lloyd, correct.
Died in.
What?
I was standing behind.
Say that again.
What's his name? So the same Fry's grocery store.
Okay.
I was standing in line
Yes.
behind when I found out that
Oh, the dad.
the princess died.
Oh, yes.
I was also standing in line behind
Behind her
Nicole
pops.
Brown Simpson's dad.
Dad, yes.
One night, and he's got that white. And I didn't
It
say
was
anything.
white?
His mustache. Remember the mustache?
I don't remember it being white.
He had,
but
like,
yeah.
Feathered hair, and he had this white.
He was
mustache.
very 80s.
Yeah. And I literally asked the girl, I was like, is that what's his face?
The Scottsdale, right?
Brown. It was in North Scottsdale.
Yeah.
I lived in North Scottsdale for a minute.
Such a credit card millionaire.
I know I wasn't.
I know.
No, my yeah.
Your
Anyway,
girlfriend's parents were
Yeah,
millionaires.
yeah,
They were
yeah.
real
yeah,
millionaires.
So nonetheless,
She wants OJ's Broncos so bad. Jessica.
OJ returned to LA as far as we can tell for the first time in years to watch the Bills trounce the Rams at SoFi
That's
Stadium.
such a great word.
Simpson was like a rock star outside the stadium with fans flocking to him for their precious selfies.
Oh, Jess says people don't like him. They just want a pic with a murderer. Probably.
I think that's
The notoriety of being like,
yeah. Like I got here, but he should probably.
Do you need this
No,
or
I'm
no?
good. He should probably sell those pictures, though, don't you think?
Oh, wait. Oh, you had a picture up. I'm sorry. My
Yeah. No,
thing was
you're good.
stopped.
That was already
Jessica totally nailed it.
I already shut that down.
I know
Yeah.
it's just now coming up for me because I had you paused.
Right. So he wants that pic. He wants the infamy of it.
Do you think you want $95 now? Because I got to pay off my legal fees.
No, I think he's out in the.
I got to pay off my
Yeah, I
legal
don't
fees.
think
He's
so.
not poor, right?
They couldn't go after.
Can you?
They couldn't go after his NFL pension. I
They
know
couldn't?
that. No, can't touch pensions.
I'm gonna say, hey Siri,
How much is?
What is Nicole Simpson? She's dead. She doesn't have a net worth. Never mind.
Maybe she does. Does she?
Went to her kids. Hey Siri, what is motherfucker's name? OJ Simpson.
It's gonna literally look up motherfucker's
No, it
name.
meant Nicole Brown Simpson's Wikipedia. Hold on.
Let's do this again.
I'm getting a little drunk, so give me a moment. Hey Siri, what is OJ Simpson's net value? Net worth updated September 2022.
Okay.
$3 million. Oh my gosh, bless his heart. He's poor.
Really?
He's poor.
$3 million.
Come on. Think about
shit that
his
isn't in
life.
offshore accounts, right?
Well, that's what's in America.
Because you got to keep in mind, anything he makes, he's got to give because he's still got that $30
So you think it's all
million
under the table? It's like,
fuck yes.
he's like the people who are illegal now that get paid under
It's
the table.
all
He's
in,
like, just send it to Jamaica.
a Caribbean account. Yeah.
I mean, that's why $3 million. I mean, for him,
when I write my book
that's
about
poor.
murdering you, that's what I'm doing. Absolutely.
Baby, I'm gonna outlive you.
It's all
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be my
pretend.
book, and it's not gonna be pretend. I'm gonna talk about how you Abraham Lincoln me, and I have to murder you afterward.
You know, I mean,
That was
life
good, right?
happens. Life comes at you fast. Life comes at you fast.
Comes at you fast. Yeah,
Oh,
that's gonna be
I
my
love it.
total.
Check
defense.
out the new show on the Castro Files, like I said, if you don't mind. Appreciate it. It'll be out. We'll record one tomorrow afternoon. Push it out on Sunday
I do
morning.
have to do one more PSA before we
Okay,
start
let's do a
wrapping this
PSA.
up.
PSA.
PSA.
A PSA.
So this is important to me because we have lived through this. We
What's
have
that?
experienced
Jesus
this.
Christ. What is
We
it?
have gone through the torture of living with a dog that got
Yeah.
sprayed by skunk.
Oh, you're doing the skunk story. Yeah.
I
okay.
am
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
the
yeah.
skunk story.
Skunk
So,
story. So if you've never had your dog skunk,
and this is there are more there are some areas that are more
Jesus
prevalent to
H.
this than others, like along South Texas, huge. I would
Yep,
assume.
yep. Sorry, I
In
didn't mean to miss
Florida, I'm sure Allison and Brian probably have to deal with skunks and gators.
Fucking iguanas.
And boa constrictors, but skunk sightings will go on the rise as animals bulk up for winter.
Okay.
And if I think about it, he did get sprayed.
That was 2 years ago.
about
man.
September
And
timeframe.
Fucking died.
And
He
so
about died.
I
Jesus.
about died because
It was weeks.
he threw up
weeks.
and his vomit smelled
You
like
didn't even have to
skunk.
deal with anything compared to what I had to deal with.
No, of course not. You're the dude in the relationship. Whoa, man, the fuck up.
So for all of you ladies out there,
So striped
taking
skunks are bulking
advantage-
up for the
I'm just
winter, officials say, and that could increase your chance of seeing one.
kidding. Okay. So anyway,
You might see them foraging. This is now what's going to change late into the morning hours, coming out earlier in the evenings, and
Right.
then while they're nocturnal, while they're bulking up, they tend to go feed off of their regular schedule.
so they're just eating it. Okay.
Yes. So they're out there eating grubs, white grubs, and other insects and
Who
larvae.
cares about that?
They've
What do I do
quarreled,
about my
apparently.
dog getting sprayed in
Yeah,
the face?
Don't let them get sprayed in the face. That's how you avoid all
There
this
is literally
shit.
no way around it. My neighbor Ian talked about it.
So
a
we
million
could
times.
have. You could have done the special bath at
We
the
tried-
groomer, and
well,
you
we
did it.
I did a special bath that night, like
I know
70.
you did. Well, that night, the night after, and the night after that, and then we took him to the groomers. And while they did help, you should have done their special bath. But we finally went to the river, and he was in the river so much, it got rid of the rest of the oil that
Yeah,
was in
but
his
that
coat.
was like 3 months later.
Oh no, it was like no. It
Every
was like
time that dog
6
got-
weeks later.
But every time that dog
Every
got
time that got
damp,
fucking wet, he
it
stunk like a
rained.
damn skunk. And
Yeah.
I was like, "You're not allowed in my house. Neither are you, Dad, because you let it happen on your watch."
fuck off.
So yeah.
it
So
was a cat. He just
there
wanted to say hi.
so there are things though. So skunks will usually give warning signs if they're about to spray,
Yeah, he didn't give a fuck. He thought he
like
was sniffing a
stamping
cat's
their
ass.
feet, standing on their front legs, which is hilarious because they're
I'm gonna
basically doing a handstand, or raising tail in the air.
So everybody's seen
What you
Jackass,
should do
like we know.
Is back away from a skunk very slowly. Don't turn your back, which I thought was interesting. So don't turn around.
So run backwards.
Or raise your
Really
arms
fast.
or run. No, you're supposed to move off very slowly. You're supposed to back off slowly, increasing your distance. And then when you get a far enough distance, then motherfucking run.
It doesn't matter. Those things are gnarly.
But here's the thing. So they have these cute pictures of them, and they are wicked cute.
Woom said his dog's been sprayed so many times, tomato crushed in a can works better than anything. I thought that was gonna work. Dude,
You didn't do tomato crushed.
we didn't do tomatoes.
Nope, you used the special shampoo that Ian gave you. But
I
look
don't
how cute
know.
this fucker is.
Does it really?
Look how cute.
I don't give
I've
a
heard
fuck.
that there's a mixture of tomato, Dawn dishwashing liquid,
I really
and
don't
something
care
else.
about that thing. I really don't care.
Look, hold on, there's more. Oh, that's a bear.
Nope, nobody cares about fucking skunks. They are cute, but like,
Well, they're cute till you piss them off, and then you're just like, "Holy fuck! Somebody
Right.
shoot me!" Because because apparently, if you get sprayed as a human, you stink for a few days too.
right.
Like it takes a while to get that off you. I'm just
Dude,
gonna go-
my hands, it was gnarly.
my towels. We had to get
We
rid of
threw 'em
those
away.
towels
We threw
because
them away.
no matter how many times I washed
Yeah,
them, they
fuck
did
those
not smell
things.
any less.
Again, go check out the Castro files. It'll be out on Sunday. We record tomorrow since staying in the hotel. I'm also going to be hopefully recording, assuming nothing goes awry, which you never know with podcasts, stuff like that. So I'm going to be interviewing the
got the
CEO
hiccups all
of
of a sudden.
Heath Underwear tomorrow. So that'll be kind of fun. I'm always curious about like how people come up with different products. So this is
Told
kinda
you my question. I wanted you to ask
the
him.
business. Where the fuck did
what
the
was my-
ball sack hammock come
What
from?
prompted the ball sack hammock?
Yep,
I
no, I'll
I
ask
need
him.
to know
But
that.
then if you guys are interested in, you have any questions on like what you wanted me to ask, just DM me on it. I've got a pretty good list of stuff, but he's also like a pretty normal guy. Normal dude. He's prior military. He's got some cool shit. They're into UFC. They do all those sort of things. And of course, you can go check them out. You can get a discount.
Oh, I'm gonna be drunk after
using-
this one because I have a pretty good buzz right now.
You can use the bars open code at checkout for 20%
Note to
off.
self: condensation
All
napkin
of
underneath
your
next
whole
time.
thing. Their underwear are super, super soft. So,
I'm not crazy about the girl underwear, but maybe I just need to lose some weight.
well, your stuff is more of this like, it's like comfort stuff. It's not really like workout.
No, it's underwear.
Like mine is workout stuff.
I don't wear it for working out. That stuff, no. First of all, I wear shorts that have a lining in them, so I don't have to wear underwear when I work out.
I
Because
don't
there
even
is
know what you're
nothing
talking
worse than a wedgie when you're doing squats.
Oh no, you're supposed to get wedgies when you're doing squats.
Not if
for
you
the
don't want underwear.
IG, honey.
No. I'm not the cute girl that wears the leggings. I wear the shorts because I'm a realist.
So don't. I thought we were just talking about straight underwear, then camera behind you.
No, oh yeah, at the
So I was
gym that
thinking-
totally happens.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was going with it.
Yeah. Totally. Every time
Is that what
somebody
it is?
steps in that position,
Yeah, you just squat down,
the
Basically
boys, the
just goes like-
girls,
just a line down your
Yeah.
crack.
that's stupid.
I swear to God, I see that on Instagram all the time, and it's not porn.
I'm pretty sure you're
It's
watching
not
porn chicks.
No, it's
I
on.
want
it's
you
on-
to show me that next time you
it's
see it.
on Instagram, so it can't be
It is a prelude to porn.
a prelude.
It is a prelude. It says, click the link if you want to see more.
I'm writing that down.
Prelude to porn. You like that?
To porn.
Damn, I'm good. That's 2 nights in a row.
We're gonna make a video. And it's just gonna be a prelude to porn. It's gonna be everything leading up to the
I'm
actual
not gonna
fucking
be in
porn.
that.
You're not.
You're gonna be in that by
It's gonna be like
yourself.
you're doing squats, and it's like
You can just put your finger down the butt crack every time I come up. You'll be like, dink,
a
dink,
prelude to
dink. A
porn.
prelude to porn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, this
right.
show has gone off the wheels.
What are your feel goods for tonight,
Oh.
honey?
Okay. This is sweet. I'm just gonna play the video.
Okay.
So I mean, I think we all love the coming home videos, right?
Mhm.
Like I don't care if you've seen 50 or 50,000. If they don't move you, you should call me so I can help you.
Call me maybe.
So dad surprises kids after 9-month deployment. So hold
Okay.
on, let me
Oh,
you
it's one of
motherfucker.
those fucking things.
Yeah, hold on. Hillary bogarted my page.
Who?
Hillary.
Clinton?
Yeah, motherfucking bitch. All right. So okay, turn it on now.
All
It's
right.
gonna start to
It's
come on.
on.
It's gonna be a minute because they run through all
Can you
three.
just fast forward
They
this
run
shit?
through all 3 kids. Can't touch it.
Okay,
Just
so I'm gonna turn it off, unplug it,
Ah.
fucking go faster. You should be able to.
okay.
Okay.
Nope, not yet. Hold on.
You good? You want me to unplug it? You should
Okay,
be
now.
Okay, there you go. It's on. Well, I never actually disconnected it. So
And I love his uniform.
know what
It
you can
reminds
do?
me
You
of
just
it
blow it
reminds
up.
me of an officer and a gentleman.
okay, so what are we doing here?
This is the dad. He's been gone on a 9-month deployment and he is surprising his kids.
Fast forward. See, the problem is you become desensitized to some of this shit
Oh,
because
okay.
we
Here we
see
go.
it so frequently. Right, you good? Not that I'm saying this
Go.
guy's is anywhere. It's on. Does any?
I don't get desensitized to this shit. I love
I
it.
know.
Every
I'm
fucking
just trying
time
to get
I
over
see it.
not crying. All right,
But
fuck
look,
off.
I cried when I watched this earlier. I don't think I'll cry again, but I cried earlier. Like this, when boys or men cry, fucking lost, dude. Lost.
So it's good.
So that's his first kid.
Oh, and then he
she's
goes to
asking-
multiple schools.
No, same school, but
Okay.
the mom was like, "This is a good surprise, right?" And then this is his daughter.
Okay.
They all knew he was coming home soon. They just had no idea where. So the coach makes her runs off.
That's cool.
Oh,
How many more
One
kids
more.
this guy got?
One more.
7.
I love
We
the
have to do
third
the
one's my
7
favorite.
Fucking kids.
Third one's my favorite. Hey,
All right, so tell
do
me
not
when.
ruin my fucking moment.
Just tell me when.
And
It's on.
fucking murder you.
Well, no, we have to have like interaction between. Honey.
no, we don't, because this is great. Look at her. She's like,
Okay, so she's the cutest one, right?
She's
The
in
other two were, like,
kindergarten.
whatever.
But I love her. She was like disbelief. And so I didn't cry this time because I've had beverages, but I watched it the first time and literally I'm in the living
don't
room
blame
crying.
you.
Yeah, you were just a dick about the whole thing. So
No,
I kind of blame you.
wasn't.
Nobody should get nobody could get desensitized by the coming home
Are
shit.
you sure?
Yeah. And if you can, maybe you went through some shit that I don't know
What about
but-
this? How about my feel good? You want to see a funny feel good?
Are you sure it's funny? Is it a Greg funny or a real funny? Because there's a vast difference.
It's a real funny.
Hold on, I gotta.
So there's this giant dog
Oh, I thought you were gonna say dick.
that's walking through a neighborhood. Giant dick.
There's a
There's
giant.
a giant
dick.
dick that's walking through a neighborhood.
Yep.
Right? So this giant dog, right? Neighbors left terrified.
No, people are such pussies.
Neighbors feared giant dog
because he was eating a hand.
ate the postman, but severed arm turned out to be a toy.
It's a toy. It totally for Halloween. His parents were like, "Let him walk around." the
Owner
neighborhood with
Deborah
it."
Ann
gonna be
Ridge
great.
couldn't help but laugh when her English Mastiff Tonka
The Tonka.
raided her Halloween box and started running around the yard with a bloody severed arm. It gave her neighbors a
Fucking
shock.
love it.
Right.
So he wasn't even out on the street. He was in their
He was in their yard,
and
he's
people were
running around with
walking
a
by.
fucking arm. There's plenty of other pictures of him, and he's like,
I want
rolling
more
around and-
pictures.
I don't have him right now. It's fine.
He's beautiful.
And by the way, he is gigantic.
well, he's a mastiff.
He's an
yeah,
English Mastiff. Yeah.
and he's young.
Yeah.
So
So
you can
he's
tell just by his
giant.
coloring.
So neighbors feared the 16 stone, however many, that's fucking 100 plus pound dog, had eaten the male postman after he was spotted racing around with a bloodied severed arm in his mouth. I just thought this was a good one to kick off kind of like the spooky season. We're in September. We're going to start having some fun with that shit, right? So come on, right?
See, Jessica says she cries every time with that.
I understand it. I do the same thing. I'm just trying to man up tonight, all right?
I love that Woom said that when his dogs get sprayed with skunks, he has to bathe them too because he probably smells like ass as well.
No, it's not. That's not an unusual thing.
Hi, Alyssa.
Alyssa's on. She's jumping.
Yep. Hi, pretty
Hi.
girl.
Hi.
I love that Mastiff. I love that his parents didn't take that away from him, and
No.
they're like, "Just deal with it, neighbors,
Deal with
because
it.
you're walking up on my
Isn't that
yard."
hilarious?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they thought he ate the fucking mailman.
I mean,
It's all
what
good.
dog wouldn't want to eat the mailman? Our dogs go batshit crazy when the mailman comes
No.
to drum something off.
Like Bomb, Mickey, none of them would eat the mailman. They just go out there and run around. Mick would be like, "Bah, bah, 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 bah."
Mick would stand back
Bomber
and
would
bark.
be like-
Bomber would be like, "You got something in that?"
and Lucy
in
would be
that-
like,
"You
shaking
got
her
a you
butt.
got a box for me to chew up in that truck of yours?"
Lucy would just be like, "You want to cuddle?"
Lucy would be like, "Do you love me? Because I want to love you."
Exactly.
She got groomed tonight. I hope you guys got to see the picture on Instagram.
So that's it for tonight, kids.
That's it.
That's Friday.
Friday. It's Friday.
9/9. Be good. Do something good for somebody
Matt
this
Scissors, the
weekend.
sweetest. I agree,
It's been
Jessica.
21 years since September 11th. Patriots
Take a
Day is
moment
coming up.
to honor
Yep. Pay
the
attention.
J.
A lot of shit's happening. Be good to each other. We'll catch you. You'll see 2 shows coming up. Like I said, the Castro Files on Sunday. Probably Monday for the New Bars Open show with hopefully the chief
The health and
CEO
fitness.
of the fitness
Yeah.
ones. So other than that, go get some beers.
Bye, guys.
cheer
Have a
up.
great weekend. Hope you
Have
get to
a
relax.
Great night. Cheers.